hair. Men, women, and children's hair. It's amazing, and you will think so too. They'll come right to your home and show you how you can detox, add shine, add volume, and watch your hair transform right in front of your eyes. Call or text Christine at 989-450-0429 or Sydney at 586-703-6317 for more information on when and where to meet up next. Find them on Facebook or stop by W4 Divas for more information. Call for dates soon. Their calendars are filling fast. Monate. We are modern nature.
Beth Chorba, owner of Basecamp Fitness Company, 515 Adams Street in Midtown Bay City, located between the one-ways. Look for our building with the beautiful bright red awnings on the top. Come take some fitness classes, learn to be healthier and well. We have great dance fitness, suspension training, city fit, boot camps, you name it. Basecamp is where your first class is always free. You'll fit in because we're a great fit for you. Basecamp, be choosy, be creative, be a champion. Come see us at Basecamp, 515 Adams Street, Midtown.
Deb's neighbors have been asking, who does your lawn? Well, it's Forever Green Valley Nursery in Essexville. Their phone number is 989-892-1040. Forever Green Valley Nursery offers weekly maintenance such as mowing, string trimming, power edging, bed maintenance that includes weeding, chemical treatments, pruning, annuals and perennials, lawn fertilizing programs, crabgrass prevention, broadleaf weed control, surface feeding insects, grub control and prevention, and trees and shrub care programs like deep root feedings, insecticide sprays for smaller maintenance, trunk injections and sprays for large trees, trimming and shaping, and landscape design and installation. If you're in the need for some lawn care, please call Forever Green Valley Nursery at 989-892-1040.
Hi, I'm here with Jessica Gregory from the Women's Center right here in Bay City. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Deb. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, thank you so much for coming down. I just can't believe that it's our 4th year of involvement, and it's the 6th year for Power of the Purse.
That's right. 6 years strong.
Isn't that something? And every year it gets just a little bit better, doesn't it?
I think so. We've worked out the kinks.
And boy, and I'll tell you, it's amazing how smoothly the whole thing flows. We're going to talk about that process and so much more here with our guest today. And it's all about Power of the Purse. First of all, why don't you tell us why you have it, where it is, and where the money goes?
Sure. So Power of the Purse, as you said, Deb, this is our 6th annual event. This was an idea a little over 6 years ago. The idea stemmed from our philosophy of empowerment. And when we think about purses and women's purses, and first of all the things that we carry around in our purses to solve all of the day's problems, but all the power that is within that purse, right down to the cash. And what that comes down to for us is that the community supports the Women's Center and our services to help keep us a nonprofit so that we don't have to charge for our services.
And Power of the Purse is coming up on August 15th. It's at SVSU. There's still some tickets left. I believe it starts at 5 o'clock. There's a bunch of food vendors there, open bar, and it is fun. Last year we had over 600 purses, and the live auction purses were amazing. They were very, very high end. So make sure that you join us for Power of the Purse. I still have tickets down here at the studio, so if you want them, come on down tomorrow, Wednesday, or else Monday, and pick them up. So thank you, Jessica, for being with us that day and talking about Power of the Purse. It's a fabulous event. We're all going, and hope to see you there, too. It's really fun. So we're back with the ladies in the studio, and we're going to talk about our relationships with ourselves. So we're going to start with you, Dr. Julia, and tell you, have you always had a good relationship with yourself?
I'm actually estranged from myself.
You no longer speak to yourself?
I don't. Not on a continuous basis.
Do you write yourself letters at least?
Post-it notes, do those count?
Yes.
Lists and post-it notes. I have done a lot of work. I have done a lot of internal work in the past 6 months. I don't know. I'm getting to know myself better. I'm 47 years old. I think it's about dang time. I am a healthcare provider, and so in so being that, I am a caregiver by nature, and therefore I think this is what happens to a lot of women, that when you're a caregiver, everybody else comes first. And so, I'm just now learning that I have to take care of me before I can take care of anybody else properly. So I've really done a lot of work because my pitcher was getting pretty empty there. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Mm-hmm. So, I caregive to everybody. Everybody, 30 to 40 people a day, 5 days to 6 days a week, plus my kids, plus my husband, plus anybody else who asks for help. I've really had to learn to just say, no, I can't do that. I can't do it anymore. I never did anything for myself. Every moment of every day was for someone else. And so I am just really coming into my own. You're looking at an infant.
Well,
right now.
and I want to tell you, since you have started paying more attention to yourself, you're much nicer.
Thank you. I'm much happier. I'm much happier.
I don't mean that. You know what I mean.
No, and
your face is more relaxed.
Right. But I thought that the way to happiness was pleasing everybody else. Mm-hmm. Like, I literally was brought up in a house where, everybody's mood was dependent on how good of a kid I was being. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, my mom and my dad were constantly at each other's throats, and if they were fighting, it must be because I did something wrong. Mm-hmm. And so I learned at a young age that I had to be the best perfect kid ever to make everybody else happy. And so I kind of lived my life that way for many, many years, and I'm about done. Done with that.
What made you realize that wasn't serving you anymore?
Well, really, God put a bunch of people in my path this year that have just really brought things to the forefront for me and made me realize that that I am worth it as far as putting time and effort into my own well-being and making myself happy. And so that's really what I've been doing. I've been focused on making myself happy, and in so doing, I've discovered that I really probably wasn't happy before. Like, I thought I was happy because everybody was so happy that I was so good to them. But recently, I've come to the understanding that that is not true happiness. Pleasing other people is not true happiness. I can get rewards, mental, emotional rewards from it, but that's not where it's at. Where it's at is doing what I want to do and feeling good in of myself. Because you really, when you do that, you just put yourself in bondage. So I really feel like I've been freed over the past year, and it's been due to women like you that I've met and other women through our network and through just life in general. God has really led the most amazing people into my world in the past year, and it's just been freeing to me.
Good.
It's just been very freeing.
Good, and you so deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
We love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you too.
And it's nice to see you caring about yourself and making yourself happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm kind of an open book. So, like, honestly, you will get an honest answer. You ask me something like that, you will get an honest answer because I want other people to learn from that.
Right.
If other people can look at me and say, gosh, look, she seems like she had it all together. She seems like, she's been so happy and she's raised her kids and everything. There's a lot of stuff that you stuff behind closed doors because you don't want people to know. You're embarrassed to let people know about you. And I really feel like that was just more of the shades and undertones of my childhood that I wasn't allowed to be free and to, express when I was upset or angry. Like, I wasn't allowed to do that. If I was upset or angry, then that reflected poorly on my mother, and it was just, you know, it was a horrific situation. It was always terrible. So I just kind of, you know, kept it all to myself and just went through life and took care of everybody else and got what I could out of that. But now
it's Julia time.
It's Julia time, and that doesn't mean I'm a selfish person.
No.
I still take care of everybody. I still go to work every day. I take care of the same amount of people, and I take care of my husband, I take care of my kids. But their happiness is not dependent on me doing that anymore. I have come to the realization that their happiness is dependent on them. And if I contribute to that, good. But if I want to go for a walk or go for a bike ride or go out to dinner or go to a movie and they're not involved and they get feelings from that, hurt feelings, I'm sorry. I'm just being me, and it's okay for me to be me. And we've talked about that on my show, that that it's not selfish to love yourself, and it's not selfish to do things for yourself.
That's right.
And I was brought up in a house that trained me that was just the most selfish thing in the world.
Well, it was that whole generation.
It was.
And think how bad it was for our moms. Holy moly.
Right. So I've really, I've been doing a lot of work on that. And as far as like appearance and stuff like that, I mean, I really just want to feel healthy. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to want to lose weight, and I used to want to look good in clothes, and I always thought I didn't. And now I'm like, I'm the shape that I was intended to be.
Right,
and
yes.
I'm probably not going to lose a lot of weight, but by golly, I want to feel good.
Right.
So I bike ride, and I walk, and I go swimming at the Y, and I feel good. I feel strong, and I feel healthy. And the most important thing about it all is that I'm doing it for me.
Right. Not for anybody else.
Not for anybody else.
Right.
And I just like that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
That's very freeing. Mm-hmm. That the only reason I'm not doing it to lose weight, I'm not doing it to look better, I'm not doing it to attract a man, I'm not doing it to make my husband love me, I'm not doing any of it for anybody else other than me. And by golly, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy as of late.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
You
hearing
made
that.
a good comment, though, because you said you have to love yourself
You do.
before you can love anybody else. It's just you do. If you don't love, like you said, the true happiness comes when you can love who you are, and it doesn't matter what clothes you're in or what you see. It's looking in the mirror naked and loving what you see every morning. You
That's
know,
right.
and that's how you can.
You have to
know,
do it naked?
You do.
Not naked.
Yes.
No way.
Dang it.
Oh, it's my mom. Deb knows this about us. Is like my mom would say, you know, I'm from a family of 9, and that, you know, and she always tried to make all of us feel a little bit different, you know. And so you'd be in the mirror and growing up or whatever, and you just be like, oh my God, I got buck teeth, you know, pimples. And my mom said, that's not what I see. And she'd make us look in the mirror, you know, and you'd have to look, and you'd be like, what? And she'd go, look what you see. Look what I see. And I go, what do I? And I'm like, what are you seeing? And like thinking it's the mom thing. And she goes, I see the most beautiful soul ever, that you know, and everything like that. And then as I got older, she says, you will see it. She says, start looking in the mirror naked.
That's great.
Just naked and love.
That's
you know.
really
And
nice
it is.
motherly advice.
It is, and so it is. And I mean, and when I'm not doing well or whatever, I know I go, oh, when was the last time I did that? And I'll look in the mirror, and I mean, it takes a while because I'm like, Jesus. God,
Jesus.
you know, I'm like, this is like,
Who the hell is that?
I goes, is that another mole or is that one of those damn age spots? Wait, well, you know what happened to the tattoo? It's
Doesn't matter,
all
it's
over
beautiful.
My ass now.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, but you got it. But it takes a while. The whole point is that it draws you in to where you're forced to get yourself past it.
Right.
And then, yeah, you know, so it's
Because
when you said
all
that,
of
yeah.
this physical stuff is just temporary anyway.
Right,
Our
exactly.
soul lives on, and
Yep.
our soul is spiritual. And when you can look in the mirror and see past any flaws and see the beautiful soul that's within you, you've really made it. You've made
Yep.
it. That's what you're
Yep.
supposed to do. It's okay to love yourself,
Yep.
people.
Yep. And it's okay to fail. Fail
Yes.
ways. That's
Yes.
the best thing.
That was really nice that your mom did.
Yeah.
What about you, Beth?
Yeah. What do you do, Miss Beth?
Could you repeat the question?
Self-image.
How is your relationship with
With
yourself?
yourself.
My relationship with myself, part of the reason I'm here tonight is because I'm working on it. My relationship with myself, I will admit and say, has been horrifically, embarrassingly pitiful.